great to see trash fans everywhere. The film tonight, Polyester, I haven't even seen it for a long time. It was the only movie where we moved into a neighborhood and they hated us. The people that lived in this community so hated us. The very first day of the shoot, which is the opening credits, we had a helicopter, which I'd never had before. The helicopter took off and crash landed on the golf course. This was the first day. We all moved into that house, and it took them 2 weeks to figure out that Divine, the man that went in the morning, was the same person that was the woman that came running out screaming, "Oh God!" in the middle of the night when we would shoot it. We had big generators that kept all the neighbors up, and the thing that they hated us the most was, there's a scene in it where Divine meets Tab Hunter, and they're at a car accident, and they find a head, and they're still in love. But it was Sunday morning when we filmed it, and all the neighbors thought it was a real accident, and they were all going to church, and the whole community prayed for the people. They thought it was us, and they were so mad. But it's the first movie where Divine started getting really nice reviews because we had created this character, Divine, like the one in Pink Flamingos, but this he was playing a housewife, an alcoholic housewife. And he started to get really nice reviews for this movie. And it was the first movie I made that wasn't made to be a midnight movie because right before, around this time, video came out, which changed everything. There was no more midnight movies. Everybody smoked pot and watched movies at their own house. They didn't have to go somewhere at midnight. And so it radically changed everything. So I made this movie cost $300,000. And I knew I wanted odorama from the very beginning. Because I had read that there was first smell-o-vision. Elizabeth Taylor still owns that because her husband did it. And they had a big machine that they sent around, and it pumped out smells into the audience, but they couldn't get the smells out. So by the end of the night, people would go, "Oh," and it was all good smells. That was a mistake. Then there was aroma-rama, and I'm not really sure what that was. And then I knew that there was the scratch and sniffing because Larry Flint did it in Hustler magazine. He had the center spread where you scratched and sniffed. It was really good. And I knew that they had a library of smells at the 3M company, but they were a very straight company, and I hadn't made hairspray together or anything, so I couldn't tell them, "Oh, would you like to see my past work?" They hated, right? So we had to order 1 million of each smell, so I couldn't say like I want 1 million farts. I could say I want 1 million rotten eggs. So we had to come up with a cover thing so they would give it to us. And then I remember the day before the movie was going to open, and the insurance people came in, and they said, "You have to test these to make sure that if someone eats one, they won't die." Eats one? Why did anybody eat one? Right? Did they do this with 3D glasses? So some poor intern that worked at the center went in the back, ate one, and was watching. Okay, it's purely scientific. So we don't have the odorama cards tonight, but you can imagine. You can still buy them on eBay if you look, and then the DVD sometimes has a little version of it. So just imagine it. Just smell your neighbor. Try to imagine the smells on your own body and try to make them work with the movie. And I'll be back afterwards and we can talk about anything you want. And thank you so much for coming. Thank you.